Let's start with your reading, Pisces. Today, we're going to do something a little different. Today, we're going to look into your recent past, present, and near future, and then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about the messages. Now, if you like this format better, please do me a favor and like the video so that I'll know to do more of this for you in the future. Now, let's begin with your reading. Okay. All right. The main energy for the reading today is the Nine of Swords. There is something here that you are focusing on right now. You're thinking about a situation or a person, and you are potentially trying to anticipate their move. Something might have changed. Someone might have said or done something unexpected, or they have just gone MIA right now. There is a lot of thinking and a lot of soul searching as well, because number 9 in the major arcana is the Hermit. A very important time when you define expectations, when you reassess the situation. A very important time where you're really trying to understand where you're coming from and where you're going in regards of the situation, at least. So let's see what this is about, and let's try to bring some clarity into this as well. In the recent past, the Devil and the Nine of Cups. You know, right here we have another 9 for you, by the way. And especially this one talks about fruition and fulfillment. There is something in the past that you really wanted to happen. Something that caught your attention and made you think, that's the one. That's the one that I want. That's the one that I need right now. With the Devil showing up here, we see the strong attraction and pull that you have experienced back then. Whether it was a person or just an overall goal, it's something that made you excited. Something that even made you feel alive in a way. It felt as though that element or person was aligning perfectly with your expectations, and you just did not want to miss out on it. So we will see when we clarify what was going on in this situation from both sides. In the present position, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands reversed. Now, look at this, Pisces. I mean, to me, this is mind-blowing. We have the Six of Wands reversed. And what is the 6 reversed? That's another 9. Again, back to fulfillment, satisfaction, power. Why doesn't it feel like that though? Why isn't it coming up on the surface? There is much more to the situation that you don't know about yet, because it seems to be hidden from you right now. And someone here is putting in a lot of work to keep this hidden. Why? We'll have to find out. This is showing up in reversed, which means that right now you're seeing actually the opposite of what it really is. We'll look into it, but something must have happened. Something was said or done, and it brought a lot of insecurities and doubts. You potentially went from having the certainty that this was going to happen, having a lot of expectations, to instead feeling as though you might have let yourself on when it came to this, and that you made yourself believe something that wasn't there. But did you though? We'll see. Now, in the near future, Temperance and the Magician. Now, with the Magician showing up here, we clearly see that there is something coming up for you, which you're not expecting. The more I look into this, the more I realize that this really is one of the most exciting messages that I've given you this year. Now that the Magician is showing up in the picture, you know that this is going to happen, that this is meant to happen. Although, no, that's a lie I just told you. This is not just going to happen because you're destined to it. This can happen if you don't let the doubts and fears take over you. Because with the Magician, you manifest through your focus. Then the question is, what is your focus right now? This card is reminding you that the best way to predict the future is to create it. And the power right now is in your hands, even when you don't know it. But obviously, there is some patience right here that is required, and potentially that's why your perception changes and you start feeling the urge, therefore doing or saying things that eventually are not going to take you there. What is this? Hang in there because we'll see what this is about. Let's start clarifying, and let's start with clarifying the past position. Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and Ten of Wands. You know what? It looks as though back then you were coming from a time of stagnation and overall dissatisfaction. In a way, this really represented, this past energy represented a turning point, not just in the situation, but also in the way you felt. That's why it was also very important to you. Now, this doesn't have to be a negative thing, but at the same time, when something represents a way out from an energy that doesn't make you happy anymore, you need to be careful, because those are the situations in which we develop a tendency to project and a tendency to see something that maybe is not yet there. Not to say that it's not going to be there in the future, but in the moment, we feel the need to make this happen and to make it happen now. Therefore, creating potentially unrealistic expectations. I see you here really trying to control this vision, and we see that you're coming from a time of struggle with the Ten of Wands. From what I'm seeing so far, it really looks like things were moving forward, but potentially not exactly in the same way that you were expecting. Therefore, making you feel that this was not going to happen at all. But it was just a matter of perception. And soon you'll understand why I say this. Sometimes we want to see obstacles, issues, and delays as the end of the road, but it doesn't have to be that way. Maybe it's just a bump in the road, and we are still moving in the same direction that we thought we were moving originally. Is it the case for you? We'll see. Let's now clarify the present position. Two of Cups, the Chariot, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it definitely looks as though something eventually got delayed. Someone potentially pulled back and things did not take off as you hoped they would. There is someone fearful here, and it's not you. Someone here is really wanting for this to happen. We see the determination with the Chariot. And their reaction was to sabotage it, to pull back and act busy, distracting themselves with something else, while telling themselves that they didn't need this. They didn't need this Two of Cups right here, which instead is a very emotional type of energy. So clearly, this is just temporary, because the Chariot is not an energy that you can resist for a long period of time. This person won't be able to lie to themselves for a long period of time. But, this doesn't mean that you have to hold your breath for it. Doesn't mean that you have to put your life on pause until this happens. Quite the opposite. This is the time for you to focus on yourself. So not feel the urge for this. Let them feel the urge. And not just because you shouldn't put yourself in that position, but also because by doing this, you will create the perfect conditions for this to manifest in the right way. And we see manifestation coming up there with the Magician, and you need some patience. Ten of Cups. I mean, something really beautiful is coming up. Let's keep clarifying the future energy. Mm-hmm. All right. Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups, and Ace of Wands. I mean, it's clear. We see here the Magician's wand, really. We know that something is going to happen. And you know when this is really going to come back, going to happen, going to move forward, when you completely let go of any expectations you might have around this, all of them. I see you actually achieving something very exciting in the near future, a goal. There is a confirmation coming your way, something that will make you excited overall. And in that moment, you're not going to think about this anymore. And that's when it shows up clearly and transparently. Before you know, this is going to add excitement on something that was already exciting for you. There is an overall unblock happening, maybe on apps, on phones, or just in your energy. And multiple things are about to come back to you for a second chance. Sounds like an exciting time to me. So definitely something that you do not want to miss out on, but at the same time, something that you do not want to force. Let's see if once again, this is going to look promising and exciting, and then it's going to go away once more, just like it did in the past. Or is this finally coming in to stay? What should you expect from this person in the near future, and how? Now that the overall energy has been unblocked for you, is your journey going to transform? Let's see what you should expect in the near future, Pisces, and how it's all going to evolve in the next few months ahead. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Pisces, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who are watching the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal live reading. The reading is not 30 minutes anymore. It was just not enough time to really do this. So we will go up to 45 minutes. Let's see if that works out better. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Pisces. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the Fool. And I have also seen this Sun card back here. Listen, get ready for a radical change. This is bigger than I originally thought. This feels like some sort of life-changing opportunity, something that it's going to really shuffle everything around you. You think it was something, when you think about it, you might anticipate what this could be, but it's much more than that. This will evolve into something bigger and something that will actually go beyond the specific person, the specific connection. Right now, when we see the Fool, all you need to do is really going with the flow. Don't be in this energy. Don't be overthinking about this. Don't be trying to find a solution as soon as possible. The solution is coming your way only if you stop looking for it. We're not built that way. We don't want to do it that way. We want to look for something in order to find it. But sometimes we have to let the thing that we're looking for find us instead. And although it's not what we want to do, this is exactly what you're required to do here. If you ski, for example, you know that in order to slow down, instead of pulling back, you have to pull forward. And that's something that our body is just not used to. And so there is going to be friction. There are going to be issues in doing this. But you have to trust it, Pisces. You have to trust it. The King of Cups is someone very calm, very composed, who doesn't really feel the urge for anything because he knows that something good is coming and something good is coming towards you, Pisces. So let's start clarifying this near future energy. And let's see, especially with this Ace of Wands, what you should expect in the near future. King of Wands, Two of Swords, and Four of Cups. Interesting. And what was I telling you? This is really changing everything around you. By the way, the Tower here as well. Let me put this inside. So we have something big here, starting with the King of Wands. I do feel that this person right now is